Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, agents. It is I, Mounty Curl, and we are smoking out in the boo, getting it hotboxed. No, I am just kidding. This is just one of many of the glitches. I found somehow their smoke just randomly appears in this area for some reason. It is the strangest thing. But I wanted to do something lighthearted with this video. I'm actually working on a video that you'll see in a couple days. It's taking me a little while to go ahead and run all the numbers and stuff, but it's basically going to be titled How RNG is Ruining the Division, and that'll be a video for another day. But this video is going to be a lot more lighthearted, and so as you can see, I am rolling through the boo right now, and if you look to my right down there by the vendor, there's a dog running around, and this is actually the canine dog, and I was wondering what is going on here. This thing, ever since the last update, the division has kind of been glitching out on me. I don't know if it's glitching out on anybody else, but I definitely know that it is definitely glitching out on me, and so I'm running around following the canine dog, and all of a sudden he's like being pulled like he's on some sort of Roomba in a shark costume back to the actual canine area. And so I'm kind of curious. I'm like, well, what's going to happen? Maybe this dog's going to fly up in the air. Maybe it's going to do some tricks. I have no idea at this point what he is going to do, but I thought I'm just going to follow him for a little while. So there's a guy sweeping over here, and who knows what's going to happen, but he's going to sweep around the dog. So that's pretty much this glitch here. And I know that some of you are looking for like, hey, Mounty, where's the other glitches? But that's going to be saved for another day. I got a couple more glitches that I'm going to actually show you for farming and stuff in the next couple of days. But I don't want to go ahead and just release those just yet because those are going to be pretty special. So I'm actually going to go ahead and follow the dog some more. But we're going to go ahead, and I noticed the dog was running outside. How is the dog? This dog is able, this is the major glitch. This is how I want to know. How is the dog able to run through the entrance to the booth? That's the key question. He's able to run. I'm not. I have to walk like I'm, being held down by, 30-pound weights. And this dog's just kind of glitching out. But I'm going to go ahead and follow him. I think maybe he's going to go down into the terminal, but I'm wondering if he's still just instanced in here. So he should disappear if he's downstairs. But what I think is going to happen is actually the dog is going to stop. He's going to stay in my instance and I'm going to get hung up like most people. Everybody knows that problem right there. But the dog is going to just keep running around. But all of a sudden, once again, the tractor beam is going to call the dog home. And the dog is going to go ahead and slide on the magical conveyor belt. And the boo stairs are going to turn into some sort of magic escalator for the dog. And this is going to actually finish this glitch out because this is just, one of those weird things where I have no idea why the dog was doing this, but he was reacting to something that was going on. It might have had something to do with the smoke appearing. I have no idea, but it just randomly happened to where the smoke was appearing near the advanced weapon vendor. If you guys have found any of this happening, and you know why it happens, go ahead and put that down in the comments. It's very interesting. There's a lot of things that were going on today with this build, and we're going to show you. This guy's going to go all the way back to the canine vendor, and we're going to go ahead and show you our next glitch as soon as he gets back. And the next glitch actually has to do with the supply drop. So we're going to go out to the supply drop right now, and I'm going to show you. As you can see, some of these guys already have health missing, and as they have health missing, that means I've already hit them with one of my rolly balls, and I'm actually using my tack build right now. And as you can see, they are firing at the rolly balls, but they don't really care about me. They're not going to come over and get me. They're just going to go ahead and go about their business like there's nothing else. It's just magic rolly balls coming out of this truck here. Nobody's going to shoot at me or anything like that. And that is the weird thing. So one of the other things that was happening with this glitch is nobody was talking. I wasn't getting any voices or anything like that. As you can see, and I'll show you just a minute when I go to one of the base of operations, that there's not even a Rick Velasquez talking or anything, but we're going to go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and kill these guys since they don't seem to be bothered by me being here in my presence. So as you can see, there you go. 1 out of 5 explosive kills, or 5 out of 5 explosive kills for the day, and that is the glitch. The weird thing that had this happen is that when I logged into the division, I actually wasn't logged in. So I'm going to show this here. These guys here, they didn't even care that I walked up to them. So I ran over here, hid behind here to see what was going on. I'm going to throw my rolling mine out there, but as you can see, they actually just gunned down a civilian. Like, the civilian was just, like, I've seen civilians all over the place around these guys, and they don't usually gun them down, but this guy was gunned down in the middle of the street in cold blood. I mean, come on. Like, what was he doing? He wasn't doing anything. So let's go ahead. We'll move on to the next one. And this one is going to be a little bit weird. You may have been up here. You may have seen it. This is magic leaves. There are no leaves in this game on the ground whatsoever, except for in this one spot. And all they do is go around. They circle around in magic, and they just circle around, and that's pretty much all they do. And we were trying to disrupt them, but nothing was really doing anything. It was just magic leaves just spinning around. I ran around to see if there were any other leaves anyplace else. I could not find any leaves. It's just this spot right here seems to be where all of the leaves in the game magically congregate, and I have no idea why. And just right down the street from it is going to be our next glitch. And it's just as strange. There are floating objects in the game, and so Infamous is directing me here to these floating flower pot, just kind of hanging out in the middle of the game. And I have no idea why the flower pot is floating up there or anything like that. It looks like something, some witchery or something like that, but it is a strange occurrence, and I don't know if this is just due to whatever my game was doing or it was due to something else. And so I just yeah, and there you go. There's another one. There's a Christmas tree floating in the sky. Like, who knows why this is going on? This all happened in like one day, and so it perplexes me as to what is going on within the game. And did the last patch kind of mess something up? But so I'm going to shoot at it, of course, and let me shoot at this flower pot here and see what's going on. And of course, the flower pot drops. The Christmas tree does not, and that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to go ahead, and as you can hear in the background, I have the music or the sound turned up, and as you can hear, there's no talking, there's no Rick Velasquez on the radio. It is just completely dead silent. So something was obviously going on with my game. This is actually a different instance than the one that I was in with the dog, and so that's pretty much all I have for you today. So that's that's basically what we're going to talk about today, and or actually what we did talk about. So I'm going to go ahead and follow Infamous. We're going to go kill our favorite target, Bullet King, because he's the easiest one to get. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do is, for the next video, I'm actually going to do one of two. If I have the RNG video done, I'm going to go ahead and post that, and if I have my TAC build done, I'm going to go ahead and post that, because what I'm running right now is actually my TAC build, and I'm going to go ahead and just show you this video right here. This is actually going to be in the next video. This is just one of those things where we found this guy, and he was kind of clapping and kind of antagonizing us, and so we had just killed this guy, or actually Infamous just killed this guy, and so this guy was kind of clapping at Infamous and kind of irritating him. And there's one thing in this game that I don't enjoy, and that is when people point their guns at me, because that kind of gives me an indication that you're going to go rogue. And so if you're going to point your gun at me, I'm going to go ahead and retaliate. And so I was talking with Infamous on this and running my TAC build as it was. I told him, if this guy wants a piece of our action, then we should probably help him out with it. And so he comes up to me at this point, he points his gun at me, to which I automatically take as a rogue action, and so I could actually shoot him a bunch of times with my gun and make him not go rogue, but once I get the rolly balls out, that's pretty much it for him. So look for that video in the next couple of days, me rolling around the Dark Zone with Infamous using my TAC build. It is actually a pretty good build. My balls actually do a lot of damage to people, and so that's not even a euphemism. That's dropping the balls on them. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. That's my time. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Hopefully you enjoyed these lighthearted glitches. It's not every day that I post a video like this where it's actually just more lighthearted humor and fun than anything else. And Infamous, I'm sure, will have a video. We actually recorded a lot of videos in the last couple of days, and so we actually had a lot of fun. And there's more guys right here. I forgot that these guys decided to come out. These guys were with that guy that we just killed. So, and Infamous is gonna go down. I'm gonna pick him back up, and things are gonna get pretty hairy. My gun does no damage. I have everything spec to electronics, so pretty much we're gonna die. So anyways, thanks so much for watching this. We will catch you next time. I got plenty of videos up for this week, and hopefully we can get those up and a little PTS action for you. So thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Agent out.